welcome to CodeView. So today we are going to start a new series on Flutter. It's a Flutter introduction series for complete beginners. So if you are a beginner, you are right. You are in the right place because we have designed this course for a complete beginner, and we are going to do a to-do application in this series. And the series contains 6 parts, so don't miss any part. You will go the continuity. Okay, then watch the full video. We will be giving a introduction to Flutter in this video, and also we are showing how to install Flutter in your system, and also how to set up Android Studio and much more. So beyond the video, you will get all this information in this video. So let's talk about Flutter. Flutter is a mobile application development framework. It's made by Google, and we can develop mobile apps, web applications, and even though desktop application Mac apps using Flutter. So Flutter is growing very fastly, and you can see the screen. It's the Flutter official web page I have shown here. Okay, you can see that they are showing the target applications of Flutter and also the features of Flutter. And by seeing this, you don't understand anything, I know that. Okay, I'm just showing the official documentation because whenever we are learning a new thing, the official documentation is the best place to start. So that's why I'm just showing. Okay, you don't get worried, we'll be going much more. Okay, so don't forget this website. This website is much useful because whenever you need anything to cross check or you have any problem, please go through this website. You will find any solution for everything because they have designed this website just like that. And the Flutter has a very good community support, so you don't feel very. Okay, now we can just go through the website. Okay, as you can see, they are highlighting the web and desktop apps because by one code we can use that code to produce Android application, iOS application, desktop application. So that's a very good benefit of Flutter. So you must be wondering, wow, by learning a framework I can do this much. Yeah, you can. And also learning is not a big task in case of Flutter because it's very simple. Okay, let's go through the website. You can see that the made by Google tag, and also the features of the Flutter. The first one is the fast development, and next one is the expressive and flexible UI, and third one is the native performance. Okay, then we can go to the, you can see the try Flutter in your browser option. Here you can just try the Flutter in the browser itself, and we can go through the features once more. The fast development feature, there is a hot reload feature in our Flutter by which we can just change, or when we change something in our code and we click the hot reload button, at that second itself the UI updates. It's a very good feature of Flutter. That's why we can increase our development speed and hence reduce the development time, which means a very fast development can be done using Flutter. And next, expressive beautiful UI. With Flutter we can develop beautiful UIs very easily. I have made beautiful UIs very easily with my experience. I am telling, it's very simple. You can learn it very quickly. Even though they are showing on the screen, that UIs can be made very easily using Flutter. Okay, and native performance. You can see that two devices. One is iOS device and an Android device on the screen. We can use the same code to run on the either device. That's a very good plus points of the Flutter because we don't need to change a single line of code. Okay, then we can see who is using Flutter. Google is using Flutter, and eBay is using Flutter, BMW is using Flutter, Square is using Flutter, and Alibaba Group and Capital One. These all companies are using Flutter for their development purposes. So even though you can see that all of the most uh, high level companies are using this Flutter, so, and also it is supported by Google, you don't worry. Then you can see that the Flutter 2 has been announced. Yeah, they have announced the Flutter second version, and also the web have now available in stable version. Okay, that's all about Flutter. Now we can go to the installation part. So we will be looking how to install Flutter in our system, and also how to install Android Studio, and how to run and how to create an application using Flutter. Okay, you can see that the installation menu has been came, and please use the operating system minus Windows, and you can see the system requirements here. The Flutter requires a Windows 7 SP1 or later 64-bit system. So Windows 7 or later any 64-bit system can be used for Flutter development. And also we can use we need to have a 1.64 GB disk space. And also Flutter depends on Windows PowerShell 5.0 and a Git for Windows. I know every basic system have this requirement, so you can use your basic system for the development. Next, we need a Flutter SDK to further continue. We have two ways to install Flutter SDK. The first option is to download the zip file or clone in the GitHub repository. So I'm going to click the Flutter SDK zip file. So when I click the download starts, I'm going to cancel it because I have already downloaded one, and I'm going to show the zip file. So you can see the zip file in my folder. I'm going to extract the zip file. So when I extract here, because when I click the extract here button, you will get the Flutter folder like this, and inside this you have all the files that is required by the Flutter. So okay, we have completed our Flutter installation step, but our system don't know where is Flutter, and when we use the command they don't know, so we need to update our path. Okay, the system don't know where is our Flutter located. So when you use the Flutter command, you will get an error because system will not understand the Flutter command. So we are going to mention in the variable environment variables that we have installed Flutter. Please go through it. So in the search, please type env. So you will see that edit the system environment variable. Click on it and click on the environment variables button. So you can see there, and click on the double click on the path button. Okay, you can see the environment variables, and you can see the Flutter has been done. I have already done it, that's why it shows here. In your case it will not be there. Click on the browse button and go to the storage location where you have stored your Flutter. So in my case it is in the local disk C, and inside the Flutter, and go to the bin. Inside Flutter, go to bin and click OK. So you will see the Flutter/bin in your environment variable. This is the path to your Flutter. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how it comes. I'm just going to show it once more. It is an important step, don't miss it out. Okay, please go to your location where you store the Flutter, and yeah, you can see that I have just changed this to show, just to show you. Go to your location, don't forget to add bin. Okay, Flutter, and inside the bin click OK. So you can see that see Flutter bin, this is my location. Okay, the installation has been completed. Now we can just check whether our installation works properly or not. I'm going to cmd and just type Flutter doctor. So you can see that the Flutter doctor has shown some informations. So you can see that two errors are there. First one is Android toolchain, no Java JDK found, and also no Android Studio installed. I have removed Android Studio to just show how to install Android Studio. That's why they are showing this error. Okay, now we can just go and install Android Studio for further procedure. I am going to the Android Studio official website for installing Android Studio. So you can see the install Android Studio button there. Click on it. So we will be going to the Android Studio button. Actually, we can develop the Flutter application using VS Code also, but we need our Android SDK and Android emulator to test our application. That's why we are going to install Android Studio. It's required for the Android development. Okay. So we can install Android Studio. Click on the download latest version of Android Studio button. After clicking, please wait for the website to load. Yeah, okay, you can see the website. Download Android. Click on the download Android Studio button. So you can see an agreement. Please accept the agreement and continue. So that download will be begin. I'm going to cancel it because I have already downloaded it. I'm going to a location where I have downloaded it. So you can see that the installation file is there. Please double click on it and wait for the installer to come. So you can see the installation wizard admin came. Click next button and don't forget to check the Android virtual device option because we need our Android virtual device to check our applications. Click next and we choose the folder where you need and click next. Then we can click the install button. So installation has been completed. Click on the next button. Okay, we are going to start Android Studio. Actually, the installation has not been completed yet. In your case, you may shown to download SDK options, but I have already used Android Studio before, so the SDKs are already installed in my computer. That's why the Android Studio has been opened for me. But in your case, you just need to click the custom installation option that comes after installing the Android Studio and click next and continue. It's just a simple step. You don't get any difficulty while doing that step. After that, you will get the window like this and click on the AVD manager option. Here you can manage your virtual devices. So you can create any virtual devices using this button, and also you can launch any virtual devices that have already been. You will be given with one virtual devices. In my case, there are 3. I have created 2 more. So it's very simple to create virtual devices and all. When I click the black button, you can see that a virtual device has been opened. It's a Pixel device. So you can see that the device has been opened. So we're going to close it and we can check for the further procedures. So we have completed the Android Studio setup and also Flutter. Then now we can go and check whether the Flutter Doctor shows some issues or everything is right or not. So I type the Flutter Doctor. Please wait for the command to. So you can see that Flutter Android Studio has been dictated by the Flutter, and also there is a small warning, but it's not a problem. We can use Flutter without any problem. It's just a warning also, don't worry. Okay, so in your case, if you have faced any issues, please place it in a comment box. I can solve. Okay, please don't worry. So we have completed the Flutter installations. Now a small warning, I have told you a small warning, it is showing there. It's not a problem. We are going to test the application. Okay, then it will be made more clear. Okay, so you can see that I have run an application. This is the application that we are going to do in this project. It is a to-do list application and it runs properly, so that's warning is not a problem. Okay, you can see that the to-do list application, and we can add to do using the add to do button, and you can give a title to our to do, and we can give a description to our to do. You can save. You can see the second to do has been added. We can mark it as a done. When we save it, you can see that a tick mark comes there, and if you want to delete, you can click the delete button, and if you want to edit any to do or mark it as not done, you can do it also. Okay, so we are just editing the to do. You can see that the to do has been updated. This is the application we are going to make this in this project. So in the next part we will be covering Flutter basics and also about the implementation of our project. So please don't forget to watch the next part, and also please share this video, and if you like this video, please like this and don't forget to subscribe.